Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Well, tonight I just wanted to get into the studio and just goof around and kind of mix some paper and some sewing. I'd been missing sewing. And so I got out some old dictionary. Let me grab it real quick. This old dictionary, 1937 edition, and I took out some pages, and I took them out by removing the thread so I could keep them whole like this. And they measure 8¼ by 11, so they're just perfect for a journal. And then what I did was I took one of these Valentine doilies that I got at the Dollar Tree. There's 24 8-inch doilies for $1.25, and then there's these 30-piece small ones. I haven't used these yet, and they say they're embossed with love on the right here. I didn't notice that until just a bit ago. But anyways, I thought, well, I'm just going to make one with that. And so I just lightly glued it down onto one of those pages out of the dictionary and then sewed around it. And then this will go into one of my signatures. So I really love how it looks with this. And then if you decided to put your distress ink on it, you know, you could even do that, and that deli paper grabs it nice too. Oh, you'll have to excuse my nails. I've been doing some cleaning today, so they have chipped up, and I just honestly did not want to take the time to take the polish off because I had crafting in my mind. So I decided to just come on in and craft, and then I thought, well, I'll just turn the camera on and you can come with me, and then later on I will take this polish off. Oh, yuck. And then I have marker all over because while we were watching some TV, Joey and I have another old dictionary, and I was just drawing in the pages. So let's put this one in one. So this is just a regular one. I'm gonna fold it in half. I found that to make it a little easier to put in this. Excuse me. I'm going to just take one of these pages. And so this will just fit nicely right there. See how it's perfect size. And I will just put some... You don't have to, you know, really do a thick glue on it because the deli paper will also hold it in place. But I don't want, what I don't want is as time goes, it start to crumble and come off, you know, inside once I have it sewn down, I don't want it to crumble and come off. So I do want to put some at least on the border and such. And then just kind of put that down like that. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Okay. It's really easy. You could figure it out for sure, you know. One thing is that deli paper does kind of, it's a little slippery on the sewing machine, so you have to kind of help direct it a little bit sometimes. Okay, do that. So we'll do this one, and then we'll get we'll do this beginning to end, and then we'll get some ready to sew. Okay, set that one aside. And for this particular project, I am going to have these left over, but I save them, and if I can find what I do with those quickly, I'll show you. I think I have them right here in my drawer, but I'm not sure. Another thing is this deli paper has a slick side and it has a matte side. Now, I like to put the matte side out because I like for you to journal on it. And the slick side, your pen doesn't necessarily react well. It takes a little more time to dry, but on this matte side, you can write easily on it. So then I just line it up in the corner like this, as best as I can. And I'm, pardon me, Joey and I both are having some sinusy issues with, I think, the change in weather. And he has a terrible sore throat. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down there and then line this up in the corner like that. And you can always trim it off if you don't get it perfect, you know. But this helps also. This will help to keep it a little bit while you're sewing. Keep it still. Okay. And then I don't put it all the way to the edge. I just put it, you know, maybe leave a margin, because that way your sewing needle doesn't get gooey. Wow, I should have brought some water and I didn't even think about it. Was so excited to get in here and play. So see, I'm just going to line that up. And if you didn't want to glue, you could, you know, use like, paper clip or something to hold it down. But I like how it kind of adheres a little bit. And I'm doing, this is a little bit of overkill just because I want to have it really, really good in place. Oh my goodness, excuse me. And so we're gonna kind of switch between a straight stitch and a zigzag. I just think it looks fun that way. Okay, I hope you can see this okay. If this sound bothers you, maybe you can just mute for just a minute or fast forward through the sewing. But I'm going to go ahead, and I hope it doesn't jiggle as much as when I had it on my high top bar that I used to have in here instead of this table. So hopefully this table is a little bit better. And then I'm just sewing, I'm just sewing close to the edge to kind of catch all of that. You don't have to be perfect about it, of course. You could even do a sloppy stitch for fun. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'm pretty far back here. I'm relying on my trifocals at this point. And then, you know, pivot, come around the corner, and then here in a minute, I'm going to switch. I'm going to raise my, what is this? I'm going to raise it. I don't know. And then I'm going to zigzag to the top. Raise it back up, the needle, raise the needle back up, then back down, and then I'm going to pivot. And I'm just sewing right along. Now, another thing that is so great about this is it does help to protect, if you have, like, this is a fairly old journal. I'm sorry, not a journal, I'm going to pivot here. A dictionary. It's an older dictionary, and so having this over it kind of helps protect it too. And then I'm zigzagging again, just for fun. Raise that up a little bit, switch it to go straight again. And you could, of course, use decorative stitches. I don't have a whole lot of decorative stitches on this machine. But you certainly could, and it would be pretty too. Okay, and then, so there we go. And then I'm just going to trim. You could use your your paper trimmer if you wanted to. This is just as fast for me to get out my paper trimmer. Has a neat sound to it. Okay, so there's another for my pile. Oopsie, got stuff all over the place here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fold it, and then I like to just take my bone folder and just give it a nice little gentle crease. And there you have another one. So it's kind of fun, huh? All right, but then I thought, okay, I'm working on this Groovy journal. I haven't put pages together yet at all because I want to do some dyeing, paper dyeing, some different, you know, fun colors. And so I haven't done that yet, and I'm waiting to do that. But I do have these really fun pieces of fabric somebody had cut. I think I'm just gonna take some of these wonky edges off here. I did not iron these. I hope it doesn't look too bad. I think I just got eager. Yeah, some of these are cut kind of wonky. I don't know if this came off of a dress or where somebody cut it from. They wanted to save these flowers, and I'm glad they did. Okay. Now on this one, pardon me, I think I am going to, oh, I see another little spot I missed. I'm going to just use this. I can use the Fabri-Tac. I think it's too gooey and I think it might show through. So I'm going to use the Art Glitter Glue, and I'm just going to kind of go around the edge. Hopefully it'll be enough to help it to hold. And then maybe just a little bit on the outside of the middle here. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, you can see through that too. So hopefully that'll dry clear, or with the deli paper over it, maybe we won't see it. We'll see what happens. This one will be an experiment. I have two. Nope. Okay. All right. Just gonna go around that edge, trying not to get it on that margin. And I want to get the matte side. I'm gonna again try to get it close to the edge. That I just do that to save paper. You know, you could do it and have quite a bit of, you know, around for yourself, and then that, you know, that way you know that you're going to get your paper in there. I'm just doing it this way because I just want to make sure that I don't get my needle in it, and I want to save that part too. This paper, or this dictionary, is so pretty, that caramel color. Now, it looks like this blue flower. I don't know how well we're going to see that. It looks like it's kind of taken up by the deli paper. With that deli paper having that plastic, kind of that a little bit of a not really wax, but just shiny on that one side. It makes it to where you can reposition if you need to. Okay, why don't we try on this one to just do like a crazy stitch around. I'm not really the best at crazy stitching, but let's see. What's a static? Let's just try it. I've got it on straight stitch. I'm just gonna kind of move it around a little bit. Sometimes if I am sewing straight and then I make a mix-up, I'll go around again and do a crazy stitch. So we're gonna go around this one. We'll go around this one twice, but sometimes I don't intentionally plan to do that. But if I really mess it up, you know, it's just paper, but you can always do something to fix it. So then I'll go back around and make it look more intentional that I meant to kind of wonky it. Oopsie, I got stuck on something. One thing I have to do on the second round is to try to go a little bit more opposite of what I did the first one, because I tend to do the same stitching. You can see here I'm doing that, and so I kind of want to stay away from doing that. Otherwise, it just looks like you're shadowing the same stitching. I'm getting caught on those book pages back there. You can see that okay. I chose to use black because I kind of feel like black will go with whatever I'm doing. It just kind of adds a little bit. You can use whatever color. Even, you know, like some of the journals, if you've seen in the past, I've used like when I was doing the ones for like the peacock journal, I did all the colors of the peacock, and then I just let them all the different colors hang out, and you know, kind of reminded me of feathers. Okay, let's trim this one up. And I do have a little bit here that I missed. That deli paper is very easy to cut. Okay. Let me clean this up and then we'll look at it. Okay. Yeah, so that flower, you can't see it as well. No, it's there. You could stitch around it, but then that would eliminate, you know, your writing spaces. I don't know if it's because it's navy, you know, navy blue, or kind of a navy, royal blue maybe. It's just too dark with this deli paper. I don't know. feels neat though. Okay, that's an experiment. Okay, let's take another one. And on this one, what I wanted to do is I have these scraps I got at, it looks like a flea market for $2. And I thought some of these might look neat. I thought some of these might look neat in a in my Groovy journal. Maybe just cut these down a little bit. This looked groovy to me, this particular print. So I thought, well, how about if we put these on the corner? It's not quite a triangle. So we may have to trim it after we get it down. But I think it's pretty neat. We'll see how it does with the deli paper, if it's bright enough. Okay. Hope everybody's had a good day. I've just kind of got right into playing here. I'm just so excited to get the sewing machine out and to be goofing around, you know. Oh gosh. I don't know what happened, but I just threw my cap to the glue somewhere. No idea where. Might have ended up in the trash can. I'm going to trim this off before we even get started. So let's get this one ready, and then we'll get another one ready, and then we'll, if we have time, then we'll sew. Oopsie. All right. Okay, that's fun. All right, there's one. We'll set it aside for now. I don't know if there's anything else in here that I... Ooh, look at that. Wowza. I wonder what... Let's take a test here. Yeah, they look like they would work. Okay, excuse me just for a second. I need to bend over and pick up this that I dropped. And I did see my lid while I was picking that up. It's way under. Do we want to do these? That's super fun, don't you think? Should we do them opposite of how... Let's see. I think there might be. I think it's good. I think we can only go one way. We can only go top and bottom like we did last time. These would make super cool pockets. I wonder if I should just leave them on the outside to make pockets. I'm going to leave them for now. But you could put, excuse me again, you could put the deli paper down and then put these on as pockets and then sew around. But let's see what happens if we put this down. This is what kind of fabric is this? Oh, I can't think of it. I can remember though, like Bewitch, Samantha wearing beautiful dresses in this kind of fabric. I cannot remember what it is. Bring it up a little bit. That was such a fun show for fashion, don't you think? Like regular everyday fashion, and then every once in a while, you know, you'd get to see other types of fashion for that era. Okay, and I think I am going to put just a little bit more on here. Did I put the wrong side down, I wonder? No, I guess that's right. Okay, so we'll just do these two and get their deli paper on them. Okay. I don't know what that little knot is. A little knot of fabric there. That would not be fun to write on. Okay. You could even you know, put things down under here before you put the deli paper on, and I'll show you some other things that I've done. I just don't want to forget to do that. I'll show it to you. Okay. Take this little bit off, and then we're good to go. Okay, and this has just a little bit of a extension here because this is where two signatures were glued together. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit, but I don't want to trim it so much that it doesn't stay bound. But there is that little glue bit. A lot of times in those old books, that last signature is glued to the first signature of the next, you know, the next signature. The first page is glued to the last page of the previous signature. Okay. Keep putting my glue away and then getting it back out. Which, you know, isn't a really, I'm just putting a little bit right here, isn't a really bad idea on how to do that. Keeps that book nice and secure, you know, when you do that. Probably would do it after, you know, sew it in and then do it if you need to. Okay. Trying to get that lined up there. I think this might be one of those books I found when I was with my daughter and my niece, and we went to this thrift store that had, I think, these books were $1 each, and we found this old dictionary. Okay, there's one. It's ready to be sewn. Now this one. Well, come on. Okay. Alrighty. We're getting there. Then we'll get this one done, and then hopefully I have enough time to show you that some other things that I've done with this in the past, which to me is super fun too. This one's going to need a little trimming. I'm off on the corner here. There. Okay, let's get going. Although I want to make sure that covers the corner at least. See how easy that comes up. Now will it re-adhere? Let's see. Yep, it's fine. Okay. So staticky. All right, I think I'm going to just straight stitch. And I have gotten off a bit here, so I'll try to smooth that out afterwards. I can feel it. I got off a little ways. It still looks pretty cool though. And you can see it there, it's starting to give a little pucker. I just get this deli paper. I believe I got it on Amazon. And like I said, I use all of it. I use all the scraps. Well, not those teeny tiny ones, but for the majority of it, I use the, you know, most of the scraps. I keep them. Okay, so you can see here I got, I don't know if you can see that. A little bit ruffly there. But it's okay. It really is. It doesn't look that bad. And you'll still be able to write on it. So this brighter color turned out really good. You know, you can see it. I feel like you can see it pretty good. Don't know what it looks like on camera, but in real life, and this is where I got off a little bit right here. There we go. It's pretty. It'll be a nice little surprise when you open the book, open to that particular page. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so there's another one. All right, I'm going to get rid of these. Save that one. Let's sew the other one up really fast, and then I'll show you these other things if I can find them really quick. I got this out, but I don't think I'm going to use it tonight. Okay. I'm kind of thinking about sewing that twice. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to go down the inside with a zig and a zag. And then on the outside, just straight. Yep. Good. And this fabric wasn't cut, you know, even. It was just scrap. So I just left it that way. Okay, good. Switch it to straight. And let's go around it. I'm going to get rid of the tails on these so that they just don't, that even looks pretty cool. So it doesn't get tangled up and not look very pretty on the back. So I think on this one, I think I put the shiny side up. It feels very slick. And I did. Ugh. Have to be careful writing on that side. Probably have to use like a Sharpie, a thin Sharpie. Maybe I'll put a pocket there so I remind myself that, oh, where am I doing? What am I? Good, I did. Boy, that's what happens when I get to talking. Anyways, put a pocket there so I remind myself that. That is funny. Remind myself that this is shiny. Not perfect, but it will do. Okay. Get this real quick. This little bit of fabric here. It's a kind of a slick fabric. It's polyester something. I don't know what. Silk maybe? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and I may put a smidgy of glue there too, just to kind of help it to not unravel that stitching. Okay, so there's that one, and I kind of like that one. Even though I went crazy on it. Okay, real quick, let's put some of this back out of the way. Drop my sewing machine down here. And let me see if I can quickly find those things that I've made. I'm looking in my new desk. Yeah, here they are. I'm looking in that bottom drawer that has all of my digitals as well. It's a big drawer that holds, you know, that you can put files in it. It's like a little file cabinet in there. Okay, we still have some book pages left, but let's look at what we've done. There's the first one that I showed you. Glue on my desk. Okay, there's the first one. And there's that second one. Those turn out really good. They're nice and bright with that backdrop. There's the rose. I think I'll put it this. Yeah, it goes this way. There's that rose. Didn't turn out fantastic, but it's okay. There's the corners. I like that one. And then there's that last one we did. Awesome. So another thing I do with like these scraps that we had is I like to cut out pictures in magazines. And I like to put them in between these so that you can write on them as well. I'll show you. May have done these together before. I don't know. So, I don't know if you can see baby chicks. And then I backed it with just some coffee dyed cardstock. Here's some spice jars. Again, did that so you could write on it. Here's some ruffles. Butterfly. This came out of a Nature magazine. Right on the back. Isn't that nice? Cowboys. Flowers. So these are, here's another spice. These are just fun because, you know, you can do this to them and then you can back it. Like instead of putting it in between the deli paper, you put deli paper, your magazine, and then you put a piece of paper behind it. So it's a really great way to use scraps. Look at that little porch swing. I love that. So this is a really good way to jot down memories of different activities that you've had. So yeah, it's a fun way to do things. Some of these I've just sewn around. I love that strawberry. I should put that in my strawberry journal I made. And then just more and more and more, lots and lots. Here's some from a quilt book, children's book, more strawberries, more children's book. Here's one that you can put 2 pages together. If you wanted, you know, if you didn't have it where it was big enough. Put 2 pages together. So there's some other ways. So cool. Well, thanks everybody for hanging with me and doing this. And it was good for my soul to get in here and play and get with my sewing machine. It always makes me feel good to be able to do some sewing, especially when it's with fabric and paper. I love it. And so that was a lot of fun. So thanks everyone. Hope you have a really good rest of the evening and a really great week. And just a reminder, we pray blessings over you. We want you to know you're so loved. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.